Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. Now, while I've been pottering around today and just doing stuff at home as you do, I've noticed, as I've had sort of news and radio and stuff on in the background, this idea now seems to be propagated over the airwaves and in the media that these lockdowns aren't tough enough. Okay, this is what I'm hearing, and you know, when you look at the stories that are out there today in the media, this is basically what's going on. I mean, like for example, here in the Mail, crowds of people head to beaches, parks and town centres despite Boris Johnson begging families to stay at home to save lives, as COVID hospital deaths hit 573, the highest Sunday in 7 months. Headline, so much for staying at home. So, you know, this idea that people who are going out for exercise or, to the shops or whatever, you shouldn't be doing that. This is kind of what they're now saying. It's bad enough that we're all locked in our houses. The one trip that we might now get to the supermarket or go out for a walk, now, we shouldn't be doing that. Is that what you're insinuating? Because, it's what it's looking like in these type of articles that I'm seeing in the media. Now, the draconian enforcement of some of these rules, I can see is in full swing again today. This article here in The Sun, and I've seen the video of this online. One striped woman is arrested for sitting on a bench as cops are told to fine rule breakers £200 after just one warning. Now, this woman basically appears to have been arrested for sitting on a bench after cops told to fine rule breakers £200 following just one verbal warning. New guidance has issued to chief constables as part of a tough new crackdown on coronavirus lockdown flouters. Where are we heading with all of this? Okay, and we've got Matt Hancock in The Guardian today. Matt Hancock says every flex of lockdown rules could be fatal. Health Secretary does not rule out tougher England lockdown and backs police who fined 2 women for a walk. This is where we're at, people, okay? A tougher lockdown. We are all under effective house arrest, okay? The only trip I and most other people have out of their houses is when we're going to the supermarket to get some supplies, or if we might go out for some exercise, okay? What more do you want us to do than that? Okay, because I realise there are some people out there that want to act like there isn't a virus when there quite clearly is one. On Arno TV, I've never disputed that there's a virus out there at all, and I've always told my viewers and subscribers that in terms of the medical advice, in terms of how to protect yourself how to protect yourself against the virus, should I say, people should be following those rules. And from what I can see, the vast majority of people are, okay? Now, if you want it to get tougher for the majority of us, what are you talking about, okay? Because I've been stuck in my house since March of last year. For 6 months out of last year, I was in my house, okay? I went back to work in September, for 6 weeks, as I was supposed to be doing, and then you locked us down again in November, okay? Went back to work again for 3 weeks, and then you've locked us down again. What more are people like me supposed to be doing, okay? Seriously, tougher lockdowns. What are you wanting? We spoke about this before in the November lockdown. I make some predictions that I wouldn't have been surprised if they'd have introduced things like curfews, okay? They didn't do that in November. But is this what they're now sort of referring to if they're wanting lockdowns to get tougher? Are we going to start to see curfews after 6 o'clock? Where are we going with this? Because, like I said, the vast majority of people, from what I can see, are following the rules, okay? we're stuck in our houses. We don't need to be harassed by the police if we go to the supermarket to get some supplies, okay? Women being arrested for sitting on a bench. Is this where we're at, people? This is just unbelievable that we're living under these kind of draconian measures now. And people like Hancock are wanting tougher measures. And, as we spoke about yesterday, this is the kind of government we have. We've got a government that's already pushed something through the Houses of Parliament, that's in the House of Lords at the moment, where they're wanting to approve the use of children as spies, potentially against their own parents, okay? We're talking about a government who's putting through legislation in the House of Lords, this is what I'm talking about, this same legislation, where it's giving the government a legal framework to go out and break the law, to carry out criminal activities. What on earth is going on in this country, okay? And all this has been done under the guise of all these lockdowns and the pandemic. This is what these people are doing. They are using this pandemic to push through all sorts of draconian laws and measures that at any other time, this kind of thing will be all over the media, okay? And because of COVID, everything is being buried, okay? This is where we're at, people. And people like Hancock have a lot of questions to answer, okay? Talking about making lockdowns tougher. We are under effective house arrest already. How much tougher are these people talking? Okay, what are we talking? Are we talking curfews? Are we talking military on the streets? Is this what we are talking? Because it looks like that these people want to take us further down that road, okay? And this is where, this is a dark road that people like Johnson and Hancock and Starmer and Gove and Patel all want to take us down, okay? Let's not forget, as we were talking yesterday, this bill that I've just been referred to, that's already gone through Parliament and is with the Houses of Lords at the moment, the reason why this bill is in the House of Lords, okay, the reason why it's in the House of Lords is because Keir Starmer barred and disallowed his own MPs from voting against that bill. Okay? So if you ever want more conclusive proof that someone like Keir Starmer is working hand in hand with the government, this is it. Okay? Why would he bar his own MPs from, voting against such a draconian piece of legislation if he wasn't in on it, if he wasn't working with the government? He is the chief Tory whip on the Labour benches, and there is no doubt about it. Not one shred of a doubt about it. Okay? This is where we're at with this disgraceful bunch of politicians that allegedly are running this country. Okay? This lot are an absolute disgrace, and they are using this situation to push through all these draconian measures, okay? And they're talking about making the lockdowns tougher, okay? I want people to think about that. How are they going to make it tougher than... We're already in effective house arrest, okay? So, what do these people mean by that? Because if they're talking things like curfews on the streets, military on the streets, police randomly turning up at people's houses to make sure that they're in there. Is this what the type of measures that people like Hancock are talking about? And let us not forget the amount of these politicians, okay, and media class, etc., that have broke these rules time after time in the past, and zero's happened to them, okay? Just remember that. And remember, we've had the police in previous lockdowns saying that they'll prosecute people on a case-by-case basis, haven't they? And it's very interesting to see which cases, they're being heavy-handed with and fining people, and other cases that nothing seems to happen to these people. Okay? This is where we're at. These people want to live in a completely separate world to the rest of us. They want to create a system where all the normal people, all us lot, will be living under this draconian Orwellian super state, and them lot, these people, will be living in a completely different world where they can do what they like. That's what is going on, people. Okay? There's no doubt about it. These people have zero moral compass. None of them. None of them. They're a disgrace, this group of politicians. Okay? This type of political class, this career politician that's been developed over the last 20 years has infiltrated not only the government, the opposition as well, and other political parties, and all these people, they're all working together. Okay, there's no doubt about it. If you weren't working with the government, why would Keir Starmer be disallowing his own MPs for voting against that piece of legislation? A draconian piece of legislation. We've talked about what's going on in Denmark and what's gone on in Germany and what's going on in France. They are doing it here now, people. Do you not see that? They are doing it here. Okay? This is where we are at with this disgraceful, despicable, disgusting, pathetic group of politicians that are allegedly running this country. And it's quite clear that most of these people should be not in charge of anything, never mind this country. They are wrecking this country. They've wrecked the economy. Jobs are going to be lost right, left and centre on the back of this pandemic. Okay? And these people have a lot to answer for. There is no doubt about it. And all they're interested in doing is building this Orwellian state for us all to live under. Okay? And this is what's going on. And it's about time that a lot more people started asking a hell of a lot more questions about what's going on. And making these people answer some serious questions about everything that's going on, their roles in all of this as well, okay? Because these people have a lot to answer for, and there is no doubt about it, okay? Not a single doubt about these people and what they've been involved in, okay? And the kind of world that they are creating, okay? I mean, what kind of society has a government that is discussing, that would even be considering the use of children as spies, for God's sake, against potentially their own parents, okay? And pushing through a bill that is giving our own government a legal platform to not only break the law, but to go out and commit criminal offences that if any of us did, you'd be arrested for and thrown in jail. What kind of government passes laws like this? Only a despotic government passes laws like this. It's an absolute disgrace that these people are being allowed to push through laws like this. And it's also appalling that people are not in uproar about this. This is unbelievable and unacceptable. Okay? It's unacceptable that we have a government that's considering laws like this and has pushed them through Parliament. And the reason why they've been pushed through Parliament is because Keir Starmer blocked his own MPs from voting against this bill. Okay? This is where we're at with these group of people. And it's about time, as I've said, that these people, such as Johnson, Starmer, Patel, Gove, Hancock, Sturgeon, Drakeford, Foster, the whole damn lot of them need to be dragged into Parliament and made to answer some serious questions about everything that's going on and their roles in all of this. Okay? This is where we're at. and there's no doubt about it, okay? So, I mean, if you've enjoyed this video and you want to see more, then please like and subscribe to the channel. And once you do, please ring the notification bell so I can inform you guys of more videos that I'm going to be putting out. And there's going to be loads more coming, okay? Also, people that you don't live with, please check in with them, because this pandemic it's basically done so much damage to people's mental health that people, will definitely appreciate people checking in with them and making sure that they're okay. Because, don't be reliant on the likes of people like Matt Hancock to look after your friends and family with decisions that they're going to make, because these people can't be trusted. So, we need to do this kind of thing ourselves and check in with people that we care about, okay? I'm going to be back soon with some more videos for you. I just want to thank all Arno TV subscribers for the support that you show me. Thank you so much, I really appreciate that. Obviously, anyone that's new to the channel, if you want to share that with anybody else, that's fantastic. The channel also as well is replicated on BitChute, and the one video that was censored on this channel by YouTube is still available on BitChute. And I would advise everybody to go watch that, because again, it's information that's in the public domain that none of the media are shedding any light on. The politicians definitely don't want to talk about, and YouTube censored. Okay, so this is the world that we now live in. Okay, so I'm going to be back soon, as I said, with some more videos for you. Until I am, I want everybody to take care, stay rock and roll. Thank you so much for watching Arno TV, and I will be back very soon with some more videos for you.